Hi, I'm Freak Boy, and welcome to Freak Boy Runs. It is New Year's Day, and I'm about to go on a 5K run in downtown Dallas. I'm going to use this 5K run to do a calibration of my heart rate to make sure I've got my heart rate zones set correctly on my Garmin. It can vary slightly. I doubt it's changed much, but I'll recalibrate just to be sure. So, that's the idea today. Run a 5K, get some race experience, calibrate the heart rate zones, and move on with the Boston training. I'm going to be running a bunch of races here in, the middle of the Boston training cycle. So, that's going to give me some extra race experience as well. Doing a 5K here in another 10 days, and then a couple of half marathons at the beginning of February and beginning of March. So I'm going to use those to try and just kind of boost my race experience a little bit, give me, just a little bit better, idea how to control my nerves and things like that. I don't get too nervous, but, the more race experience, the better. So I will make an attempt to do some recording at the race. I don't know how well it's going to work. I'm going to be running a lot harder than I ever run during marathons. So, it remains to be seen how well that's going to work, but I will make an attempt. So we'll see you on the course. It's a bit cool this morning, but actually not bad. Better than I expected. I thought I was going to be freezing, but I feel fine. I'm wearing gloves just because I think my fingers might get cold while I run, and it's only 5K, so I don't think I'll get too overly sweaty if they're too warm. So here we are. This is the scene. It's a fairly small 5K. I don't know. There's a few hundred people here, I suppose. Not real big. It's going to be on Katy Trail here in downtown Dallas. I've actually never been on this trail, so this is actually good recon for me to possibly scope out a new place to run. It's a little bit far from where I live, but looks like a nice trail. And there's the finish line. So, not exactly sure if we start and finish at the same place, but this is it. See you on the course. About to get started. All right, there it is. Okay. On the way. Got a bit of crowds. Quite crowded at the beginning here. Okay, I'm going way too slow. Camera away. I'm trying to concentrate on my pace. Okay, finish line is in my sights. Don't run by time. I'm barely holding on. Okay. That was hard. I don't know if I got my heart rate up to where I wanted it though. Even though it seemed as hard as I could go. I guess I'll have to see what the data shows. I guess the cool weather may have kept my heart rate a little bit lower, but I still think I should have been able to get it up to 170. And I also wasn't listening to my announcements in my headset all that carefully, so it may have been higher than I thought. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. I'm going to check my time now. Today's run was actually supposed to be a 12K run, so I have another 7K to do after finishing that 5K race. So just getting that done here right now, and head back and have breakfast. And I think, I don't know for sure, but I think I got first in my age group, so pick up whatever little trophy they give me. My official time I'll have to look up, but according to Garmin I ran a 21:22, which is a minute faster than my personal best, 22:22. So that's a pretty big chunk. I started off feeling quite slow, but I think that was largely because on the way there it was a bit of an uphill incline that wasn't all that perceptible, but I could really tell once I turned around and was coming back, it was so much easier. And I was going, I shouldn't say it was easier, but I was able to go so much faster on the way back. I'm still gonna have to really take a close look at my heart rate data. And if I don't think it was good enough, and it might be with that downhill that, you know, you're supposed to do these on as flat as possible of a course to get proper heart rate data, because if you're going downhill your heart rate doesn't go as high. So we'll see. If it doesn't work out, I've got a 10K 10 days from now, so I'll be able to use that as a backup plan. That's being run at Oak Point Park, where I normally run, and I think it doesn't go up over any of the hills, so it should be quite flat. But I'll put the camera away for now, try and make this last 7K as easy as possible, so I'm not holding up the camera. I'll talk to you in a bit. I'm back in my car after the 5K on New Year's Day. The result was pretty good. I was pretty happy with my time. I ran, according to Garmin, was 21:23, but my official time, according to the race organizers, was 21:21, which is an improvement from my previous personal best of 22:22. Interesting numbers. Maybe my next one will be 20:20. Who knows? The disappointing part is that I don't think I got good data for my heart rate calibration. It looks like I didn't really make it up to max heart rate. that may have something, I'm not exactly sure why. It may have something to do with the fact that it was kind of a downhill incline on the second half of the race. I felt like I was pushing as hard as I could go, but maybe I could have pushed harder. I don't know. But I was probably almost 10 beats short of my max heart rate. So I don't think this data is going to be good for me, but I'll have to double check when I get back to the house and, take a look at how the calculation is done, and I have to refresh myself in exactly what the numbers are I'm looking for. But I'm pretty sure I'm meant to get to my max heart rate and in the last kilometer, which I did not. So I guess the silver lining to that is maybe I've got, more in me if I push myself harder. I think I probably could have pushed a little bit harder at the beginning. I ran, my first kilometer was 4 minutes and 28 seconds. Then the second one was, let me just check here actually, so I'm not guessing. Yeah, 4:26. And then I ran a 4:17. And then the last 2 kilometers were fast, 4:06. And then the very last kilometer was 4:04. So each kilometer was faster than the previous. So that, that's good. I was speeding up, but considering that, there's a 24-second difference from my first kilometer to my last, I think that means I probably could have started a little bit faster and pushed a little bit harder. I also felt, and I realized when I was pushing at the end, that I could have pushed a little bit harder for maybe the last 400 meters. I really only, pushed to what I felt like, okay, there's no way I can run faster than this for the last 100 meters. But I probably could have started that a little bit sooner. Even so, I don't think I was going to get up to max heart rate. So I have to do a little bit of thinking about that, try and figure out what went wrong before my next opportunity to calibrate my heart rate zones, which will be in 10 days from now when I'm running a 10K over in my home territory. Scoping out this trail, I guess, was good. It made me realize I don't think I want to come down here, at least not on a regular basis. It's really, really busy. There's a lot of people on this trail, and it doesn't seem that long. I didn't go all the way to the end necessarily, but just looking at the map on the side of the trail, stopped and took a look at that, and it doesn't look like it's really long enough for most of my purposes. So, driving 35-40 minutes to get down here, probably isn't generally worthwhile. But, maybe once in a while I can come down here, or, maybe meet somebody down here or something. It's a nice trail. It's just really busy and kind of far away and kind of short. So my home trails at Oak Point Park are still going to be my number one and my go-to. They might be the best in the area, maybe even in Texas. They're really good and really extensive. So that's going to be a wrap for this video. I really just wanted to capture the whole experience of running a 5K race and trying to get my heart rate calibration data. We'll give that a second go in a little while, but for now, we're wrapping it up. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, comment and share if that's the thing you care to do. And until next time on Freak Boy Runs, Freak Boy out.